All right, close your eyes for a moment. Picture this. The stage lights are low, that hush of anticipation ripples through the crowd, and then a single searing guitar note rips through the silence.
Hmm.
It's raw, it's electrifying, it's undeniably steeped in the blues, yet it hits with the visceral force of hard rock, carries the deep cry of soul, and somehow pulses with a rhythm that feels utterly, unmistakably modern. That, my friends, is the sonic fingerprint of the artist we're diving into today.
It's more than just a sound. It's an immediate invitation. It grabs you, pulls you in, demanding your full attention because it's both intimately familiar and exhilaratingly new. It absolutely transcends easy labels.
Exactly. Welcome to The Deep Dive.
Oh.
Today we are pulling back the curtain on the extraordinary journey of Gary Clark Jr. He isn't just playing the blues, he's essentially rewriting its rulebook, blasting through its walls with a rock and roll wrecking ball and rebuilding it with soul, R&B, and even hip-hop blueprints. How does he manage that without it sounding like musical chaos?
It's not chaos, it's alchemy. He understands that the raw emotional core of blues, that primal cry, can be amplified by the visceral power of rock, refined by the smooth grooves of R&B, and given a modern rhythmic pulse by hip-hop. It's like discovering that these seemingly disparate genres actually speak the same emotional language, And Clark Jr. is the master translator.
So, our mission today is to truly dig into Clark Jr.'s incredible journey. We'll explore how this Austin native went from playing small, smoky, local gigs to absolutely owning global stages, collecting Grammys, influencing an array of genres, and consistently using his art as a powerful vehicle to tell compelling, often challenging stories. We'll trace the pivotal influences that shaped him, dissect the intricate components of his groundbreaking sound, and spotlight those crucial moments that defined his indelible impact on contemporary music. I'm genuinely thrilled to unpack the nuances of an artist who embodies both raw, untamed power and profound, subtle artistry. His story is a living testament to musical evolution and the sheer force of personal expression.
And from a broader cultural perspective, what Gary Clark Jr.'s career illuminates is how an artist can bridge not just musical eras, but also effectively voice distinctly modern experiences and sentiments using forms that have deep classic roots. He's a crucial figure in demonstrating the enduring adaptability and potent relevance of American music. This deep dive, by the way, is built from a comprehensive look at sources detailing his life and work, offering a rich tapestry of facts and insights into one of the most compelling artists of our time. So let's begin this sonic excavation.
Okay, let's turn back the clock and start right at the beginning. Gary Lee Clark Jr. was born on February 15, 1984, and he was raised right there in the heart of Austin, Texas. Now, Austin isn't just a city. It's a legendary musical ecosystem, particularly renowned as a vibrant blues hub. Expert, what kind of groundwork does that environment lay for a young, aspiring musician?
Oh, Austin is. Well, it isn't just a place with a music scene. It's a crucible for blues musicians, a genuine cultural phenomenon. Historically, it's been a sanctuary where a rich tradition of blues and roots music has thrived. It offers countless opportunities for young, aspiring artists to learn, to jam, and to truly immerse themselves in the sound. Being surrounded by that level of talent and passion creates a unique learning ecosystem. It provides a fundamental understanding of structure and improvisation that becomes the bedrock for future innovation.
Okay.
Think of the lineage there. The city practically breathes blues into his artists.
That's the perfect way to put it. And his personal journey into music started, as many do, with a Christmas gift when he was just 13, an Ibanez RX-20 electric guitar.
Right.
What's truly remarkable and quite telling about his independent spirit is his approach from there. He wasn't taking formal, expensive lessons from the start. He was largely self-taught, famously learning from how to play guitar books he'd check out from the Covington Middle School library.
Yeah, that self-taught aspect is incredibly significant. It often means an artist develops a highly personalized style, unconstrained by conventional instruction or academic rules. Coupled with his early influences, which were incredibly eclectic right from the start, it set him on a uniquely genre-agnostic path. He wasn't just reverently absorbing blues, he was simultaneously blasting Green Day and Nirvana, soaking up that raw, unbridled energy of rock and grunge alongside blues titans like Jimmy Reed and Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Wow, yeah. Green Day and Jimmy Reed in the same thought process.
Exactly. This immediate blend of raw rock power and classic blues sensibility in his formative years clearly foreshadowed the genre-defying fusion he would become famous for. It wasn't a choice to blend, it was just how he heard music.
Here's where his Austin upbringing becomes a vital part of his legend. He spent his teens playing small gigs all over town, tirelessly honing his craft. And then he met a truly legendary figure, someone who could open doors, Clifford Antone. Clifford was the proprietor of Antone's Music Club, a place synonymous with launching blues greats. We're talking about Jimmy and Stevie Ray Vaughan, who literally redefined blues from that very stage. Meeting Clifford Antone wasn't just an encounter, it was in many ways the crucial opening for Clark, giving him a direct lineage to the legends.
Absolutely. Clifford Antone wasn't just a club owner. He was a gatekeeper, a mentor, and a profound influence on the Austin music community. His club was a sanctuary where blues tradition was revered, but also a laboratory where it could evolve. For a young artist like Clark to gain access to that world, to perform alongside musicians like Jimmy Vaughan, a direct link to that iconic blues legacy was invaluable. This kind of organic, community-based mentorship allowed Clark to develop his skills and voice within a supportive yet highly competitive environment, absorbing lessons that no textbook could provide.
Right.
The Austin scene became his classroom, and the legends, his teachers, shaping his profound understanding of where the blues has been and where it could go.
With the Austin buzz roaring, it wasn't long before his talent caught national ears. One of his first high-profile national collaborations came in 2010, guesting as a vocalist on Sheryl Crow's bonus track cover of the Jackson 5's I Want You Back.
From her 100 Miles from Memphis album.
That was a clear signal he was stepping onto a bigger stage, catching the attention of established artists.
That Sheryl Crow collaboration was a pivotal moment for his national recognition. It showed that his voice and sensibility could cross over, fitting into a more mainstream pop rock context. But the critical acclaim really amplified a year later. In April 2011, Rolling Stone magazine, a definitive voice in music journalism, declared him Best Young Gun.
Best Young Gun, yeah.
Signaling a significant early endorsement and anticipating his imminent rise. This wasn't just local praise, this was national validation from a major publication, placing him firmly on the radar of a broader audience and the industry at large. It effectively announced, "Pay attention to this kid."
And the accolades kept coming. Spin magazine recognized him as a breakout artist for November 2011, further underscoring that growing industry attention. But for me, the most telling detail about his precocious talent and local impact. On May 3, 2001, when Gary Clark Jr. was just 17 years old, Mayor Kirk Watson of Austin proclaimed it Gary Clark Jr. Day.
17. That's incredible.
Think about that. That's a remarkable honor for someone so young, showcasing how deeply his talent resonated within his own hometown, even before he became a global sensation. It reveals the immense promise everyone saw in him right from the very start.
Definitely tells you something special was happening there early on.
So we've seen how Austin molded him. But what happens when that deep blues root starts to reach for the sky, pulling in all these other musical nutrients? Let's peel back the layers of that unmistakable sound he's forged. Because this is where Gary Clark Jr. truly becomes an architect, not just a player. His core genres are broadly categorized as blues rock, hard rock, soul, and R&B. But to just list those doesn't quite capture the magic. Our sources highlight this critical fusion element. He uses blues, rock, and soul music with elements of hip-hop. How does he pull that off without it sounding disjointed?
Well, think of it less as mixing and more as creating a new alloy. He doesn't just put blues next to rock, he melts them down, blends them at their core, so you get the deep, yearning honesty of blues with the raw, unapologetic power of rock and the silky smoothness of soul, all underscored by hip-hop's rhythmic swagger. It's a sonic DNA that's completely unique. He maintains the integrity of each genre while creating something entirely new, which is a key insight into his artistry. His blues foundation provides the raw emotional depth and improvisational freedom, but the hard rock injects a visceral power and a heavier, more aggressive edge.
Exactly. And then you layer in the soulful vocals and R&B grooves, which bring a smoothness and a certain rhythmic sophistication. The subtle incorporation of hip-hop elements, whether in a rhythmic cadence or a lyrical flow, further modernizes that sound, giving it a contemporary pulse and streetwise edge. This unique combination is precisely what sets him apart and appeals to such a broad audience. He's giving us the profound storytelling and raw emotion of the blues, but delivered with the contemporary urgency and sonic landscape that resonate with modern listeners who might not typically gravitate towards traditional blues.
It's all about finding the common threads, the feeling, the groove, the improvisation that run through these seemingly disparate styles. He uses the dynamic range of rock, the melodic sensibility of soul, and the rhythmic precision of hip-hop to expand the emotional palette of the blues. He's not simply mashing them together. He truly understands how to make them speak to each other. You can hear the mournful cries of the blues alongside the unapologetic roar of a rock anthem, often within the same song, seamlessly transitioning or even overlapping.
Wow.
It's a masterclass in how an artist can honor tradition while simultaneously pushing its boundaries, making it relevant and exciting for new generations.
It's truly incredible. So how does he achieve this distinct sound technically? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of his gear and technique. For his electric guitars, he's often seen with Epiphone casinos.
The casinos, yeah. Classic choice, but he makes them his own.
Now, some of those casinos have P90 pickups. Imagine a brighter, almost snappier sound, really cutting through. Others use fatter humbuckers, giving him that richer, more powerful rock roar.
Right, two very different tonal characters from the same basic guitar shape.
He also uses Gibson SGs, Fender Stratocasters, and Fender Telecaster electric guitars. He even has his own signature Blak and Blu Epiphone casino, which notably features Gibson USA-made P90 pickups.
His choice of guitars is incredibly telling, reflecting his diverse musical needs. The Epiphone casino, for example, is famous for its hollow body resonance, which gives it an almost acoustic-like depth and airiness, particularly when clean. The P90 pickups on some of these offer a distinct, almost single coil-like clarity, but can also deliver a gritty snarl when pushed into overdrive, a perfect bridge between classic blues tones and aggressive rock. Then combining that with the powerful humbuckers of an SG, the versatile middle ground of a Strat, and the twangy bite of a Telecaster means he has a wide sonic palette at his fingertips. It allows him to shift seamlessly between blues, rock, and soul textures, often within the same phrase. The P90s in particular are key to that versatility, sitting in a sweet spot between brightness and warmth that defines a lot of his unique voicings.
And when he goes acoustic, he opts for Epiphone Masterbuilt and Gibson Hummingbird guitars, showing that same attention to tonal quality even when unplugged.
Yeah, those are beautiful instruments too.
He's particular about his strings, too, preferring D'Addario Strings EXL 115, which are a slightly heavier gauge at 0.011, 0.049.
That slightly heavier gauge isn't just a random detail. Those .011s, they're not insignificant. They contribute to a much fuller, richer tone and provide more tension, which allows for more aggressive playing, which is characteristic of his style, especially in his rock elements. They hold up well to his powerful bends and wide vibrato, providing the robust foundation for his incredibly expressive playing without sounding flimsy or thin.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
It's a deliberate choice for maximum impact and sustain.
Now, for his amplification, he uses a very specific setup, a Fender Vibro King amp, which he actually purchased from King Zapata, his rhythm guitarist.
Oh, that's a cool detail.
Paired with a Fender Princeton.
This amp combination speaks volumes about his sophisticated sonic vision. The Fender Vibro King is a powerhouse, celebrated for its pristine, clean tones and lush spring reverb, but also its ability to break up beautifully into a rich, complex, and harmonically textured overdrive. Pairing that with a Fender Princeton, a smaller but equally revered amp known for its sweet, organic tube tone and punchy mid-range, gives him incredible versatility.
So he can get different sounds blending them.
Exactly. He can achieve everything from sparkling, almost crystalline, clean blues to thick, saturated rock tones, often at the same time, using the strengths of each amp. It's about building a foundational tone that is both robust for powerful riffing and nuanced for subtle, expressive leads.
And then the effects. This is where a lot of that gritty, expressive guitar tone truly comes alive. He's renowned for his extensive use of fuzz pedals, specifically the full-tone octafuzz.
The octafuzz, yeah, that's a big part of his sound.
And he regularly employs a wah pedal.
The fuzz and wah pedals are absolutely key to his genre-blending sound, almost as important as the guitars themselves. Fuzz pedals, particularly the octafuzz, push the signal into intense saturation, creating that thick, distorted, almost vocal-like quality that's central to his hard rock elements. It's a very aggressive, often spluttery form of overdrive, distinct from traditional blues distortion, allowing him to cut through the mix with a searing presence.
And the octave part.
Right. The octafuzz also adds an octave up effect, making his solo sound even more piercing and unique. The wah pedal, on the other hand, adds that expressive, vocal-like quality to his solos, allowing him to mimic the human voice or create otherworldly, psychedelic textures.
Which ties into the soul and funk side.
Precisely. These specific choices of instruments, amps, and effects aren't arbitrary. They are the tools that allow him to sculpt his distinctive, genre-defying sonic vision rooted in classic blues and rock, but fearlessly embracing modern textures and aggressive tones.
That detailed look at his sound perfectly sets the stage for how this unique sonic identity propelled him into the national spotlight. In 2011, he signed with Warner Bros. Records, a major label.
Huge step.
Which was a huge step, and he promptly released the Bright Lights EP, The title track from that EP quickly became a cornerstone of his early recognition, really catching people's ears and announcing his arrival with a bang.
Signing with a major label like Warner Bros. Isn't just a contract. It signals a significant vote of confidence from the industry and provides the colossal platform necessary for his unique sound to reach a much wider audience beyond Austin. The Bright Lights EP wasn't just a debut, it was a powerful artistic mission statement. The title track, in particular, encapsulated his blues rock power and soulful vocal delivery, immediately establishing him as a formidable new voice in contemporary music.
A perfect introduction.
Yeah, a raw introduction to his talent and innovative style.
And the momentum built rapidly. His major label debut full-length album, Blak and Blu, was released on October 22, 2012. It was a massive success, both commercially and critically. The album peaked at an impressive number 6 on the Billboard 200 album chart, and perhaps less surprisingly, but equally significant, shot straight to number 1 on the Blues albums chart.
Wow, number 6 on the main chart.
This wasn't just a significant arrival, it was a grand, undeniable entrance onto the national music scene.
The dual chart success of Blak and Blu, hitting the top 10 of the mainstream Billboard 200 while simultaneously dominating the blues albums chart, is incredibly telling. It demonstrates that his music had a genuine crossover appeal that resonated far beyond the traditional blues demographic, attracting rock and even pop listeners without alienating his core blues audience.
Yeah, it's a tricky balance.
It cemented his status as an artist who could authentically bridge genres and appeal to diverse tastes, making him a true force in the industry.
Speaking of bridging genres, his collaborative spirit truly blossomed during this period, showcasing his boundless versatility. From 2012 to 2018, he embarked on a series of high-profile collaborations that truly amplified his influence. Take, for example, his work with Alicia Keys in 2012. He co-wrote the soulful track Fire We Make for her album Girl on Fire. Keys herself revealed this collaboration via Twitter, marking a significant cross-genre connection.
Collaborating with an R&B superstar like Alicia Keys was crucial for expanding his reach beyond the rock and blues sphere. It showcased that his intricate guitar work and thought for songwriting could seamlessly integrate into sophisticated contemporary R&B, highlighting his melodic sensibility and soulful contributions beyond just raw power. It immediately positioned him as an artist whose talents were not confined by genre, but rather sought after and celebrated across the musical landscape.
And then, a few years later, he was working with the Foo Fighters, demonstrating his serious rock bona fides.
Big shift there.
In 2014, he contributed to the powerful track, What Did I Do? God Is My Witness, for their album Sonic Highways, which was famously recorded at KLRU TV Studio 6A in his hometown of Austin.
Back in Austin for that one.
This really demonstrated his adaptability within the hard rock genre, proving he could more than hold his own with a rock behemoth.
The Foo Fighters collaboration was another powerful statement, showcasing his range. Here, he's not just providing a guitar solo, he's integrated into a major rock dance project, contributing significantly to a track. This confirmed his versatility and credibility within the hard rock sphere. It demonstrated his ability to bring his distinctive voice and blues-infused power to an established rock sound, showing that his roots could fuel powerful mainstream rock anthems without losing his identity.
But his reach extended even further. The collaborations didn't stop at R&B and rock. He guest appeared on Tech N9's 2016 album The Storm, providing the chorus for No Gun Control.
Tech N9, wow, that's hip-hop territory.
Which was a clear, bold step into hip-hop. And that same year, he delivered a blistering guitar solo on The Night Me and Your Mama Met from Childish Gambino's album Awaken My Love.
Oh, that solo is incredible.
Showcasing his instrumental prowess in a thoroughly contemporary R&B and funk context.
These hip-hop and R&B collaborations are truly fascinating, demonstrating how Clark Jr.'s blues-rooted voice became a secret weapon. Take his work with Tech N9, who would expect that raw blues sensibility to seamlessly layer onto a hip-hop track.
Right.
But it works, giving No Gun Control this organic, almost guttural soul that's often missing in the genre. Similarly, his solo on Childish Gambino's album placed his unique guitar voice in a thoroughly modern, funk-laden R&B setting, highlighting his instrumental brilliance, improving its relevance and adaptability across different sonic landscapes. These aren't just guest spots, they are deliberate integrations that expand his artistic dialogue.
And then came the mainstream appeal. In 2017, his collaboration with ZZ Ward on Ride for the Cars 3 soundtrack.
Cars 3.
Further expanded his visibility to an even wider, more family-friendly audience. A true crossover moment.
That's reaching a whole different crowd.
Later, in 2018, he featured on Tom Morello's album The Atlas Underground, providing vocals and guitar on Where It's At Ain't What It Is,
With Tom Morello, another guitar innovator.
connecting him with another legendary rock guitarist known for pushing boundaries. He also featured on 2 songs from Bun B's Return of the Trill in 2018, Blood on the Dash and Gone Away, further solidifying his hip-hop ties.
These collaborations collectively solidify his position as a highly sought-after artist because he brings something uniquely authentic and impactful to every project, regardless of genre. Whether it's a children's movie soundtrack, where his sound provides a cool, accessible edge, or a politically charged track with Tom Morello, his ability to infuse his distinct style into diverse musical landscapes is unparalleled.
Just fits everywhere.
It speaks to his deep understanding of musical language, allowing him to adapt and contribute meaningfully across the entire spectrum of contemporary music.
Beyond collaborations, his own discography continued to evolve, demonstrating his consistent artistic growth. The Story of Sonny Boy Slim was released on September 11, 2015,
Great album title.
further exploring and refining his signature sound while adding new layers of lyrical depth. And just recently, in 2024, his album JPEG RAW arrived, marking the latest evolution in his incredible discography,
Still pushing boundaries.
showing he's still pushing boundaries.
It's a testament to his creative drive that he consistently releases new material that both builds upon his foundational sound and fearlessly pushes into new territory. Each album is a rich chapter in his ongoing artistic journey, reflecting his growth as a musician and a person.
And we can't talk about expanded influence without mentioning his powerful cover songs. In 2017, his cover of The Beatles' Come Together was released, and it made a huge splash.
Oh yeah, that cover was massive.
He absolutely owned that song, making it his own with his gritty style. It became his first charting single on Billboard's mainstream rock chart, peaking at number 15.
First charting single on mainstream rock with a Beatles cover.
Interesting. The impact was amplified exponentially by its inclusion in the 2017 Zack Snyder-directed superhero film Justice League.
Right, the Justice League movie. That put it in front of millions.
This is a perfect example of his broad appeal and his ability to recontextualize iconic music, taking an instantly recognizable rock anthem like Come Together and infusing it with his raw blues rock aesthetic not only made it his own,
But placing it in a blockbuster film exposed his distinctive sound to millions who might not typically seek out blues rock. It demonstrates his ability to translate his unique style into a widely consumable format, proving the enduring power and commercial viability of his artistry across different media and musical landscapes. It introduced his sound to an entirely new generation of listeners.
Gary Clark Jr. isn't just a studio wizard or a collaborative force. He is, first and foremost, a prolific live performer.
Absolutely foundational.
This is a critical, perhaps the critical aspect of his artistry, almost a rite of passage for any blues musician worth their salt. His energy on stage is something you truly have to experience to believe. To capture that essence, he's released 2 acclaimed live albums. Gary Clark Jr. Live in 2014.
A double album, right?
A double album, yeah. Recorded over an intense 18-month tour from 2013 to 2014, and Live North America 2016, released in 2017. Both received generally positive reviews, proving his studio magic translates live.
That reputation as a live performer is foundational to his identity. For an artist whose sound is so raw, dynamic, and improvisational, live albums aren't just supplementary, they are absolutely essential. They capture the immediacy, the spontaneity, and the profound emotional depth that can sometimes be refined or contained in a studio setting. These albums aren't just recordings, they are sonic snapshots of his powerful stage presence.
Lets you feel it.
Yeah, allowing listeners to really grasp the unadulterated energy and virtuosity of his performances. The fact that he was touring relentlessly for 18 months straight speaks volumes about his dedication and work ethic in connecting directly with his audience.
And his live presence wasn't confined to small clubs for long. He rapidly became a staple at major festivals around the world. We can trace his early festival presence back to the prestigious Monterey Jazz Festival in 2007, and then the Crossroads Guitar Festival in 2000.
Crossroads, yeah. Clapton's festival.
At Crossroads, a true proving ground for guitarists, he not only debuted original songs, but also shared the stage with luminaries like Doyle Bramhall II and Sheryl Crow, all alongside the legendary Eric Clapton.
That's a huge deal.
He followed that up with appearances at Bonnaroo in 2011 and again in 2012, with his 2012 performance even streamed live online, giving a global audience a taste of his electrifying energy.
Those early festival slots are crucial stepping stones for building a national and international following. Playing at a prestigious event like the Crossroads Guitar Festival, sharing the stage with Eric Clapton himself, is a significant moment of informal anointing for any blues guitarist, especially a young one. It places him squarely within the lineage of blues guitar greats, a seal of approval from the highest level. And streaming his Bonnaroo performance allowed him to reach an even broader virtual audience, showcasing his talent to a global demographic instantly.
Now, for a truly unique piece of recognition, and honestly one of my favorite details in this whole deep dive in 2012, Gary Clark Jr. wasn't just winning critical acclaim, he won Spin Magazine's Golden Corn Dog Award.
Chuckles slightly. The Golden Corn Dog, I remember that.
Expert, this sounds wild. Tell us what this glorious award signifies.
Yes, it sounds whimsical, but it was Spin's way of recognizing sheer, unadulterated stamina and undeniable demand. This wasn't just about playing a few big festivals. It meant he was practically living on the road. He hit more major North American stages than any other artist that year. We're talking about a relentless schedule that spanned the entire spectrum.
Like which ones?
Oh, Coachella, Jazz Fest, Memphis Beale Saint, Hangout, High Sierra, Sasquatch, Mountain Jam, Wakarusa, Electric Forest, Hard Rock Calling, Newport Folk Festival, Orion Music Festival, Osheaga Lollapalooza, and ACL Music Festival.
Wow. Just all of them.
He literally blanketed the continent. It's a powerful testament to his relentless drive to connect directly with audiences and his broad appeal across diverse music scenes, not just a catchy headline.
He then took that unstoppable energy across the pond. His 2013 appearance on the Avalon stage at the legendary Glastonbury Festival was famously declared the most electric performance of the festival.
I remember reading this.
Knocking the legendary appearance of the Rolling Stones the previous night well into second place.
That's massive praise at Glastonbury, especially comparing him to the Stones.
That's high praise indeed from a crowd that had just seen Mick Jagger. He returned to Glastonbury in 2016, performing on the West Holt stage, cementing his status there. His international festival presence was also firmly established with the performance at Rock in Rio and Lisbon in May 2014.
Proving his global draw. That Glastonbury quote is a phenomenal insight into his live impact. To be compared to, and even declared superior to, the Rolling Stones' performance at such an iconic festival speaks volumes about his stage charisma and the sheer visceral power of his sound. It underscores his ability to captivate massive crowds and deliver a truly unforgettable live experience, elevating his status from a rising star to a formidable international headliner. It's the kind of performance that becomes legend.
And he didn't just play festivals. He shared stages with icons, almost serving as a living bridge between generations of musical legends. His high-profile onstage collaborations are practically a historical record of modern music. In 2012, he performed at the Red, White, and Blues event at the White House, which aired on PBS.
The White House gig, yeah.
Imagine him sharing the stage with blues legends like B.B. King, Mick Jagger, Jeff Beck, and Buddy Guy. He played Catfish Blues and In the Evening, When the Sun Goes Down, and contributed to several group performances.
What a lineup.
This was a moment of recognition at the highest possible level.
Performing at the White House alongside such an esteemed group of living legends is an extraordinary honor, almost a national treasure moment. It signifies national recognition of his talent and his integral role in the continuum of blues music. He wasn't just a guest. He was a contemporary voice standing shoulder to shoulder with the architects of the genre, an incredible testament to his artistry and the profound respect he commands from his peers. It showed he belonged in that pantheon.
And the Rolling Stones clearly couldn't get enough of him. He appeared with them multiple times. In December 2012, performing Don Nix's Going Down with the band at both Barclays Center in Brooklyn and the Prudential Center.
Going Down, great choice for him.
He rejoined them in June 2013 at Boston's TD Garden to play Going Down again. In May 2015, he opened for them at Petco Park in San Diego.
Opening for the Stones, another milestone.
And then again in July 2019, opening for their No Filter tour at Gillette Stadium, where he also provided guest vocals and guitar for Ride 'Em On Down with the band.
The repeated invitations to perform with the Rolling Stones are a powerful endorsement, almost unparalleled. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards are deeply rooted in blues music, and for them to consistently bring Clark on stage to share their spotlight indicates a profound respect for his talent and his uncanny ability to embody that raw, authentic blues spirit that defines their own sound. It's an acknowledgement from the highest echelons of rock and roll royalty saying, "This is one of us."
He also made guest appearances with the Dave Matthews Band in June 2012, playing Can't Stop and All Along the Watchtower.
Covering Dylan with DMB. Nice.
He opened for Eric Clapton and his band at the LG Arena in Birmingham, England in May 2013. In 2014, he performed The Beatles, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, with Dave Grohl and Joe Walsh for The Night That Changed America, a Grammy salute to the Beatles.
Wow, Grohl and Walsh, too. That's some serious guitar power on one stage.
Showcasing his role in honoring musical legends. That same year, he performed at the NBA All-Star Game halftime show with Trombone Shorty, Earth, Wind & Fire, Dr. John, and Janelle Monáe.
The All-Star Game, that's a massive audience.
A truly mainstream moment that put him in front of millions of new eyes and ears.
These collaborations paint a vivid picture of an artist whose versatility is matched only by his profound musicality. He can stand alongside rock legends, R&B stars, and blues titans, effortlessly adapting his style while always maintaining his distinctive voice. His appearance at the NBA All-Star Game in particular introduced him to an even wider, non-traditional music audience, showcasing the broad, crossover appeal of his dynamic stage presence beyond traditional music venues.
And for someone whose roots are so deeply in Austin, there must have been a special significance in his 2015 appearance on Austin City Limits, where he performed as a guest guitarist with the Foo Fighters, accompanied by Jimmy Vaughn.
Oh, that ACL performance.
That really brought his career full circle, back to his Austin roots, with a contemporary rock powerhouse and a blues elder who had been an early mentor right by his side.
That Austin City Limits performance is a beautiful, deeply symbolic moment of full circle validation. To return to that iconic stage, which has hosted so many legends, alongside a major rock band and a blues elder who had been an early mentor, is incredibly resonant. It powerfully demonstrates how he has honored his roots and paid homage to those who nurtured him, all while ascending to global recognition, never forgetting where he came from. It's a testament to loyalty and artistic progression.
More recently, in 2022, he led the band and performed with Bruce Springsteen at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts during Jon Stewart's Mark Twain Prize for American Humor ceremony.
Leading the band for Springsteen at the Mark Twain Prize.
Okay. Again, showcasing his versatility and respected position among cultural icons, from comedy to rock and roll.
Leading a band for an event like the Mark Twain Prize, especially with a figure like Bruce Springsteen on stage, highlights his elevated role as a respected musical director and a go-to collaborator for artists who command global attention. It further solidifies his diverse appeal and the immense trust artists place in his musical leadership and impeccable taste.
Beyond live stages, he's also made a significant mark on national television, translating that raw, live energy for national audiences. He appeared on Later with Jools Holland in 2013.
Jools Holland, a key UK platform.
A quintessential platform for live music. He then brought his powerful performances to The Late Show with Stephen Colbert in 2016 and 2019, where he performed This Land and a bonus track, Feed the Babies, with Jon Batiste and Stay Human.
With Jon Batiste, yeah. Great pairing.
He also brought his electrifying presence to Saturday Night Live in 2019, performing Pearl Cadillac and the now iconic This Land, and The Daily Show with Trevor Noah that same year, again performing This Land.
These television appearances are absolutely vital for reaching mass audiences and showcasing his artistry in a more intimate yet still profoundly powerful setting. They demonstrate his exceptional ability to translate the raw energy and magnetism of his live concerts to the confined space of a television studio, engaging viewers with his charismatic performances and the potent messages embedded in his music. It's a crucial step in cementing his place in popular culture.
And if you're hoping to catch him live, you're in luck. He's clearly still a prolific performer and isn't slowing down. He has a scheduled 17-date U.S. tour from February to April 2025.
Still hitting the road hard.
And 3 shows in Australia from February 14, 17, 2025, proving his global touring presence remains strong.
Good to hear.
Building on that incredible live energy and growing influence, Gary Clark Jr. delivered an album in 2019 that truly crystallized his ability to infuse his music with a profound, urgent message. This Land was announced on January 10, 2019, and released on March 1, 2019 via Warner Bros. It received widespread critical acclaim, notably being chosen as a favorite blues album by AllMusic. But this album was more than just critical success, it was a statement.
This Land wasn't just another album, it was a powerful artistic and social declaration. The critical reception, especially being recognized by AllMusic as a favorite blues album, underscored its artistic merit and its deep impact within the genre, even as it transcended traditional blues boundaries with its broader rock and R&B elements. It truly resonated because it spoke to a collective consciousness and current societal issues, striking a chord with many listeners.
The title track, also named This Land, was released the same day as the album, accompanied by a compelling and stark music video directed by Savannah Leaf.
Powerful video.
But what makes this song particularly significant, and something we must impartially report directly from the source material, is its incredibly personal and direct inspiration. The source states, "A series of racist questions from a neighbor about Clark's ownership of a 50-acre horse ranch in Kyle, Texas."
Right. That specific incident.
Which he purchased in late 2016 with his wife, Nicole Trunfio, served as inspiration for the song This Land.
It's vital to understand the direct, unflinching connection between personal, often painful experience and artistic expression here. The song isn't just a broad commentary, it's a direct, visceral response, a transformation of a deeply upsetting, racially charged encounter into a universally resonant piece of music. The source clearly highlights this as the genesis, linking his private life directly to his most public artistic statement.
Yeah, it's right there in the lyrics.
The song This Land masterfully articulates themes of identity, belonging, and racial prejudice within America, using powerful, often stark lyrical imagery and his signature blues rock sound to convey a deep sense of injustice, defiance, and enduring hope. It's an artist bravely speaking his truth.
And that potent message, delivered with such raw honesty and musical power, resonated deeply with both critics and the public. The song and album went on to achieve significant Grammy success in 2020. This Land won the Grammy Award for Best Rock Song and Best Rock Performance.
Rock song and rock performance. For that track.
Furthermore, the album This Land itself won Best Contemporary Blues Album, and the powerful music video for the title track was also nominated for Best Music Video.
The Grammy triumphs for This Land are absolutely pivotal in understanding his impact, and they tell a profound story about music itself. What's truly fascinating here is that a blues-infused track, born from a deeply personal experience of racial prejudice, won not only Best Contemporary Blues Album, but also Best Rock Song and Best Rock Performance.
It really breaks down those genre walls.
It powerfully signals a paradigm shift in how genre boundaries are perceived and awarded at the highest level of the music industry. It demonstrates that the Academy recognized the sheer power, musical excellence, and vital message of his work, transcending traditional categorizations and acknowledging its broad appeal.
It's a clear statement that the boundaries between genres are becoming increasingly fluid, that great music is simply great music, regardless of its label. This elevates his status significantly as a boundary-pushing artist. He's not just a blues musician, he's a rock force, a soulful storyteller whose work speaks to broad audiences and commands respect across diverse musical landscapes.
Absolutely. It underscores that his sound is truly genre-defying and culturally impactful.
Gary Clark Jr.'s artistic canvas extends far beyond just music. He's proven himself to be a charismatic presence on screen, bringing his unique sound and persona to wider audiences through various film and television appearances.
These roles are more than just casual cameos. They demonstrate his versatility as a performer and the undeniable appeal of his presence. His charisma isn't limited to the live stage, it translates effectively to the screen, allowing him to embody characters and contribute musically to storytelling in a different medium, further amplifying his reach.
Indeed. He's taken on several acting roles, showcasing his range. He starred in John Sayles' 2007 film Honey Dripper.
Oh, Honey Dripper, yeah. Great film, great role for him early on.
A fantastic early showcase for him as an actor. More recently, he portrayed the legendary Arthur Crudup, a pivotal figure in blues history, in Baz Luhrmann's vibrant 2022 film Elvis.
Playing Arthur Big Boy Crudup in Elvis, perfect casting.
And the character T-Bone in the 2023 film Sweetwater. He was also featured in Don Cheadle's 2015 film Miles Ahead as part of Miles Davis's band, lending his authentic musicality to that depiction.
Portraying iconic musical figures like Arthur Crudup or being part of Miles Davis's band in a film highlights the immense respect he garners within the music world, allowing him to lend authenticity and gravitas to these roles.
Yeah.
His acting career isn't merely incidental, it broadens his artistic expression, enabling him to explore different facets of storytelling and reach audiences who might discover his music through film first, then delve into his discography.
Beyond acting, he's also brought his electrifying musical performances directly onto the screen. In 2010, he and his band played on screen in an episode of the much-loved television series Friday Night Lights.
Of course, Friday Night Lights. Had to have some Austin music in there.
Instantly adding that authentic Austin vibe to the show, he performed Travis County and When My Train Pulls In the 2014 Jon Favreau film Chef.
Chef, those scenes were great. Fit the mood perfectly.
Perfectly soundtracking key moments. He appeared as a street performer, both performing and being interviewed, in a 2016 episode of NCIS New Orleans.
Okay, NCIS.
And for fans of superhero narratives, he appeared in the Netflix series Luke Cage, performing If Trouble Was Money and Bright Lights live in a club during the episode Straighten It Out.
Luke Cage had amazing music curation. His performances were standouts.
Literally providing the soundtrack to the hero's journey.
These musical performances on screen are crucial for disseminating his distinctive sound to incredibly diverse demographics. Chef introduced his music to a food and travel audience, while Luke Cage brought his powerful live performance into the world of comic book adaptations, effectively soundtracking a scene with his gritty blues and rock. This multi-platform presence ensures that his music and persona resonate across popular culture, reaching corners that traditional music releases might not.
On a more personal note, it's worth mentioning that he married Australian model Nicole Trunfio in 2016, and they now have 3 children. As we touched on earlier, they purchased their 50-acre horse ranch in Kyle, Texas in late 2016, a detail that, unfortunately, directly connects to the inspiration behind his Grammy-winning song This Land.
Right, bringing it back to that.
This grounding in family and home provides context to his increasingly personal and powerful music.
Understanding these personal details provides crucial context for his art. The ranch in Kyle isn't just a home, it's a symbolic place that grounded him and, regrettably, became the catalyst for a profoundly significant piece of music. It vividly illustrates how deeply his private life can inform his public artistic statements, forging a direct, powerful link between the artist and his lived experiences.
And speaking of using his platform for good, Gary Clark Jr. is also actively involved in charity work, demonstrating a commitment to giving back. He performed at Alicia Keys' Keep a Child Alive Black Ball benefit.
Keep a Child Alive, yeah. Important cause.
A high-profile event dedicated to raising money for children with AIDS in Africa.
This commitment to social causes demonstrates that his artistry extends far beyond mere entertainment. It's a powerful vehicle for positive change in the world. Using his musical gifts to support humanitarian efforts, such as performing a moving rendition of the Beatles, While My Guitar Gently Weeps with Alicia Keys, as a poignant tribute to George Harrison.
Another Beatles cover for a good cause.
Connects his artistic expression with his values, showcasing a depth of character and a profound sense of responsibility. It illustrates that his music doesn't just entertain, it truly serves a higher purpose.
As we bring our deep dive to a close, it's abundantly clear that Gary Clark Jr.'s career is adorned with a shower of accolades that reflect his profound and varied impact across the musical landscape. Let's recap some of those. As of 2020, he had accumulated 6 Grammy nominations and an impressive 4 wins.
4 Grammys, that's substantial.
These include Please Come Home for Best Traditional R&B Performance in 2014, and his incredible sweep in 2020 for This Land, which won Best Contemporary Blues Album, This Land itself, for Best Rock Performance, and This Land for Best Rock Song.
These Grammy Awards are critical because they highlight the diverse recognition he has received, not just strictly within the blues genre, but also prominently in rock and R&B. Winning Best Rock Song and Best Rock Performance for a blues-infused track like This Land is particularly telling. It signals a genuine paradigm shift in how genre boundaries are perceived and awarded, solidifying his status as a truly cross-genre artist who appeals to a broad spectrum of musical tastes and critics alike. It's a powerful statement of his unique standing.
And his roots haven't forgotten him either. He absolutely dominated the 31st Annual Austin Music Awards for 2012-2013, collecting a staggering 8 awards.
8 awards in 1 year locally. Wow.
This includes Band of the Year, Musician of the Year, Song of the Year for Ain't Messin' Round, Album of the Year for Blak and Blu, Electric Guitarist of the Year, Songwriter of the Year, Blue Soul Funk Artist of the Year, and Male Vocalist of the Year.
Just swept everything.
This illustrates his foundational and enduring impact right in his hometown where it all began.
That Austin Music Award sweep is truly astonishing and speaks volumes about the deep respect and adoration he commands in his home city. It's a testament to the fact that while he has become an international star, his community has continued to recognize and celebrate him as one of their own. It underscores the vital local validation that forms the bedrock of his global success, showing he's a prophet, not without honor in his own land, and a beloved local hero.
He also secured wins in the Contemporary Blues Male Artist of the Year category at the Blues Music Awards in both 2014 and 2015.
Solidifying that blues connection.
Solidifying his status and respect within the traditional blues community. And let's not forget those earlier foundational recognitions, Rolling Stone's Best Young Gun, Spin's Breakout Artist, and that wonderfully unique Golden Corn Dog Award.
Can't forget the corn dog
Slight chuckle.
for his relentless festival touring.
The combination of these accolades, from the prestigious Grammy Awards across multiple genres to genre-specific honors like the Blues Music Awards and even local Austin recognition, paints a complete picture of an artist who is revered across all echelons of the music industry. It highlights his ability to maintain authenticity within the blues, profoundly innovate within rock, and resonate broadly with popular culture, all while being a critically acclaimed and commercially successful artist who keeps pushing his own boundaries.
So, expert, what does Gary Clark Jr.'s incredible multifaceted career ultimately tell us about the evolution of American music, particularly the blues? He has truly honored tradition, drawing deeply from the roots of the blues, but he has also fearlessly innovated, blending genres in ways that feel both organic and groundbreaking.
His career signifies the vibrant, adaptive nature of American music itself. He's proven conclusively that the blues is not a static form, a museum piece, but a living, breathing entity capable of profound evolution and reinvention. He uses the blues as a launchpad for his creativity, not a limitation, showing how his raw emotional power and expressive language can be seamlessly combined with the contemporary energy of rock, the melodicism of soul, and the rhythmic complexity of hip-hop to create something that speaks directly to the 21st century. He is a testament to the idea that innovation doesn't diminish tradition, it revitalizes it, ensuring its enduring relevance. And this is precisely why his music, with its raw emotion, technical brilliance, and profound lyrical depth, resonates so deeply across generations and musical preferences. For you, the learner, Gary Clark Jr. offers something truly special, a journey through sound that is both deeply familiar and refreshingly new, always with an unexpected turn.
Well said.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the extraordinary world of Gary Clark Jr. We've traced his incredible journey from a self-taught prodigy absorbing sounds of the vibrant blues scene of Austin to a Grammy-winning, genre-defying international star. We've explored his uncanny ability to merge diverse styles, creating a sound that is uniquely his own, and witnessed his powerful, undeniable presence whether he's on stage or on screen.
His unique contribution is clear and resonant. He isn't just playing the blues, he's actively reinventing it, pushing its boundaries, and ensuring its profound relevance and vitality in the 21st century. His music is a rich, dynamic tapestry of American sound, reflecting both deep heritage and fearless innovation.
Absolutely. So as you reflect on Gary Clark Jr.'s journey and his powerful art, consider this provocative thought. What does the profound power of an artist who leverages personal experience, even painful ones like racial prejudice, to create universally resonant music that both entertains and challenges, teach you about the enduring strength and adaptability of artistic expression in confronting contemporary issues?
His example urges us to consider how art can not only reflect our world, but also actively shape our understanding of it, urging dialogue and pushing for change.
We deeply encourage you to dive deeper into his discography, perhaps starting with the powerful and critically acclaimed This Land, or immerse yourself in his electrifying live albums to truly grasp the full depth and raw energy of his artistry. You absolutely won't regret it.